What's up, guys? Invader1 here again, and as you guys know, tomorrow the Reckoning DLC will be released, but the BioWare developers today had their live stream on Twitch available to all of us. So I decided to record it for you guys, and it's public. It's already on their link. I'll put the Twitch link below, so all credit goes to BioWare for sure. And at the same time, you guys will be able to experience the new kits right now and see them at play. Not all of them, but a lot of the really, really popular ones. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So you'll be able to hear the developers and see them play each of the characters and weapons that they want to show us. So there's quite a bit. So enjoy, guys. It's a little long, but again, Invader1 out. Enjoy.
Should be going.
It's gonna refresh.
Yeah, now we're starting to pick up some users.
See, I got a commercial. Forgot that you have to watch a commercial.
453 users.
Is that a lot?
I would think there's a few, Bjorn.
Excellent.
Alright, so we are live.
Four 4,001.
Nice.
They're commenting over the shields now, Eric.
Yeah, I'm gonna start speccing my guy.
So we are live, guys.
Mm-hmm. Siege Pulse. One of my favorites.
All right, so is our our audio up and running?
Should be.
Yep. Excellent.
Seems too easy.
A lot of people are commenting on the Barry White voice of Bjorn.
Yeah, that happens digitally.
I was kind of wondering that myself.
The Krogan is a fitting kit for him.
Yeah. All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this special sneak preview of Mass Effect 3 Reckoning, our next multiplayer pack, which will be available for download tomorrow on PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. My name is Dave Houligard. I'm the social media manager here at BioWare. I'll be monitoring the chat room during the live stream, so please feel free to ask us questions, and we'll try to get as many answered for you as we can. I don't have the cool Barry White voice, but I will do my best. We've got members from the multiplayer team here to provide today's demo, so without any further ado, let's do a quick round of introductions and get started.
Alright, so Eric Fanga here. You are watching my screen right now. Senior gameplay designer. So, yeah, mostly in charge of balance, a lot of power work, and all things multiplayer.
I'm Bjorn Taylor. I am also a gameplay designer. I worked on some of the multiplayer packs and recently the Citadel. Yep.
I'm Brian Johnson, or as the fans like to call me, Brojo. I work as a QA for our live team, so that's mostly dealing with product launches and our continuous multiplayer support.
And I am Chris Chache. I am a QA gameplay analyst. You see me on the forums, and I work with the multiplayer. I am going to be playing the talent engineer for this game.
And I'm Mike Gamble. I'm a producer on the franchise, and I won't be playing. I'm just listening in with these guys because they're playing on PC, and I suck at PC. So,
So I think I will use the Spitfire.
Yeah, good luck trying to decipher questions out of that.
Yeah, you may have to ask questions a couple of times. Our screens are scrolling extremely fast, but we'll try to get as many as we can answered. So Eric, tell us a little bit about this loadout you're working on here. Like,
So the Geth Juggernaut, he's our tankiest character so far. I think he's got something like 2,000 base shields, 1,000 base health. So I've spec'd him kind of all around, just so everyone can get a good idea of all his powers. Pretty heavy defenses. Didn't have enough points for this last upgrade because I went for the Geth turret, but and then I'll be using the Geth Spitfire, one of our new ultra rare weapons. Actually, it's rare here, but we will be fixing that. So this is kind of the heaviest gun I think we've ever put out. I think it has a base weight of 3 and goes down to 2.5 at level 10. So quite heavy, and then on top of that it slows down your movement. However, because this guy is so big, he doesn't get slowed down, so that's one of his bonuses. So I'm going to do pretty gun heavy to work with. Actually, I'm going to do incendiary ammo. Get some tech combos with his Siege Pulse ability. And then probably some extra shields or... Let's do powers. And then, so Bjorn, I believe, will be playing the Krogan Warlord Sentinel. So he's the tech hammer guy, or the hammer. I'm not sure what the official name is. And then Brian will be playing the Cabal Vanguard. First Vanguard with no biotic charge. She's got something else to replace that though. And Chris is playing the Talon, human mercenary engineer.
So we have some requests for Bjorn just to say anything. So Bjorn, you can say whatever you want and just get your voice out there.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
What's your spec? How did you spec?
Let's see. I am spec'd pretty much even across the board. Heavy into tech armor, biotic hammer, electric hammer, and lots of points into melee. That way, all I'm really going to do is run around hitting people with the hammer. Yeah.
So a couple questions about Solarians. Nope, no Solarians in Reckoning.
Yeah, no Solarians this time. There was a lot of requests for them, but just no time. We'd love to put tons of kits, but just didn't have time.
Yep.
So we're going to play Cerberus Gold for our first match. So here's his light melee. It's kind of a get pulse. Here's the biotic hammer. Here's the Talon with the Blood Pack SMG.
Hammer time.
So my shield will block all bullets and projectiles, but will allow movement through the shield.
So the Juggernaut's a bit slower.
Yeah.
But and he can't take cover, correct?
That's right. He doesn't take cover. Quite slow, but very tanky. His heavy melee is a sync ability. What sync heavy melee we have, and it regenerates his shields, so that will allow him to be extremely survivable.
So there's a question from the community. They want to know what is the Juggernaut's weakness then?
So it's mostly his speed. Because he's slow, that can be an issue when doing objectives. If you do get surrounded and your shields go down and you go down, that can be an issue because you don't really have a good way of getting away from enemies. It can be a challenge as well if you're playing with some really fast kits, because you'll have a hard time keeping up with them. So that's his main weakness.
When are you playing Platinum? That's a common question. Probably not during this live stream.
Not today, not while answering questions. That was awesome.
Does the Juggernaut get sync killed, Eric?
You'll have to watch and see what I do. So yeah, the Hex Shield will block friendly bullets as well. So your friends can destroy their own shield. So the Hex Shield does have an amount of health before it goes down, and then you can upgrade that. And as well, if you take shield upgrades for your Geth, for the Geth Juggernaut, like fitness, that will increase the strength of your shield as well.
So Eric, can the Juggernaut run?
No, and goes into his movement weakness. He cannot run. So, as you'll see here coming up, I am not the best at doing objectives if I have to run around the map.
Is the shield only for bullets, or does it work for biotics as well?
Yeah, for all projectiles, all powers, and all bullets. If you have piercing weapons, though, you can penetrate the shield, but that will reduce the damage, like usual.
You're getting trolled. They say that you can't do reload canceling.
Well, I'm the one that's best at it. And I don't even have a weapon that needs it.
It's actually quite challenging playing and answering questions.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hang here in a few minutes.
So there's a question, is the Spitfire a ramp-up weapon like the Typhoon?
There is a small ramp up on it. I believe it's 3/4 of a second. It's quite short. As you can see, it's got a huge clip, which is kind of nice. It's got a huge ammo reserve. I have bonuses. The Geth has bonuses for ammo reserves as well.
For the rest of you asking about the other kits, we're going to cycle through a couple of the kits for sure, so just be patient. As we go through, Eric's just going to play and broadcast at least 3 more after this.
So as you saw there, I can grab phantoms right through their shield, which is very nice. Makes this kit quite unique.
So there's a request for Bjorn to quote Darth Vader.
Come to the dark side.
Nobody asked about Chris's mines that are just lying around?
Yeah, these laser things, what are those?
There's one down below.
I will be playing the Talon next. Chris, you want to fire your bow here?
Sure.
Your Omni bow? So, you'll get a nice view of that probably next game.
That was hard off the other side.
Yeah, it did. That was not your friend's day.
Boom.
let's spend another couple minutes on the Juggernaut, and let's move on to another kit.
So can the Juggernaut be killed by a Banshee? I'm assuming that means
Sync kill.
sync kill, yeah.
No, you cannot. So I'll just confirm it. The Juggernaut's a first kit that can't be sync killed at all by anyone.
He's very heavy.
Yeah. Just thought it didn't make sense for this giant robot to be killed by a sword to the chest. Okay, should we end this here and swap some kits?
That's what my laser cuts.
Let's grab a Phantom here.
Alright. Let's go die.
All right.
Alright, so we'll die here and we'll do another match.
Doom, doom.
Bjorn is totally going to get voice acting requests after this.
Yeah, so if Bjorn's your voice grunt.
I do like the Krogan.
Another request for you to quote Gandalf, Bjorn.
Gandalf. God. I don't know. I can go block a hallway later. That'll be fine.
Alright, so engineer. Talon mercenary.
All right, Eric, tell us about this.
So this kit doesn't really play like other kits. We did a lot of work on his melees. So he doesn't have your typical melees. He doesn't have a melee. He doesn't have a heavy melee. Instead, he's got his what we call the Omni Bow or Omni Crossbow. So if you tap your melee, he'll fire a quick multi-shot, and if you hold it, you can focus fire those arrows, which I'll show in game. On top of that, he's got this cane trip mine. Oh, I should mention that this is the first kit where all of his powers are grenade based. So he has no cooldown powers at all. Now he does have a mechanic for regenerating grenades built into his passive, and that is affected by his encumbrance. So you do still care about how heavy your guns are, just not as much as other kits. And then there's a final upgrade up here for increasing the rate that those grenades are recharged. So cane trip mine, you'll see it in game. It's basically a tripwire, massive damage, similar to recon mine damage. Just quickly spec this here. And then he's got two modal powers. Once he uses this, he loads a few arrows onto his Omnibow. So normally your Omnibow fires just regular arrows that do, a moderate amount of damage. These will drastically increase the damage you do, as well as some additional effects. Like concussive arrows are really based on crowd control, knocking enemies down, even through their shields. You can add a shock effect here for combos, chill effect for debuff, and then here increase the number of arrows shot. Armor piercing is your heavy damage power. So this is if you really want to rip apart armored targets. I actually spec this wrong here.
Eric, does the Spitfire have any defense bonuses like the Typhoon does?
No, it does not. So that's another disadvantage compared to the Typhoon. And it doesn't have inherent penetration. Let's redo this here. I'm going to go for heavy armor damage. Grab some concussive arrows. So this guy, similar to the Shadow, his we replaced all his melee upgrades with bow upgrades, bow damage upgrades, and then as well, if you take melee bonuses, gear or consumables, that will increase the bow damage.
Jordan, they really want you to just say shepherd.
Shepherd.
Let's do that quickly here. For guns, let's do some new guns here. So let's do the R8. How about that?
The whole chat is lighting up saying that you sound like Rex. So that was pretty awesome.
This guy, you definitely want the Omni Blade attachment, because that will affect his bow damage. Let's also take... Yeah,
And they want you to be Harbinger.
let's just take the one gun.
A lot of people are saying that they need to get the Geth before Eric decides to nerf it.
Yeah, we'll see how these play out. We did a lot of play testing and trying to come up with balanced kits. It's always difficult once it gets out in the wild and we have millions of people playing it. Always fans always seem to find some builds that are more powerful than we anticipated.
And for the people asking about the Lancer, we'll play with the Lancer in a bit, not right now.
So I will take...
I had the Lancer the last game.
So seeing some questions about whether or not we're going to have a trailer after this for the DLC, and the answer to that is stay tuned.
There it is. Let's do this. Okay.
So, Eric, while you were specking out there, a lot of people commented on a certain piece of gear that you passed over that we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah, there's two new pieces of gear in here. I think I moused over this one here earlier. Not sure if people caught that. We'll keep that as a surprise. I won't use it in game, but and from the description you can basically tell what it does. And there's a new guest scanner we announced. Maybe I'll show that later on the Vanguard. So here's your engineer. He's got a quick multi-shot. And then if you hold, he's got focused, and then you can hold and let go whenever you want. Top of that, the trip mines. The small delay, you got your laser if an enemy trips it. Massive explosion. You can have 3 of them in the world. And then if I load my armor piercing, I get arrows on my shoulder here, so I get 2 shots. And it increases the number of arrows I shoot. Better take cover here.
So this guy is by far my favorite kit of the new DLC. The Omnibow is the funnest thing to use.
Used to playing the Geth here. This is going to be a challenge.
Grenade.
I'm using concussive arrows.
Grenade.
You realize now you're going to be asked to be every live stream ever.
I see.
So Eric, can you load multiple bows into a queue?
No, you can only have one. So that's his drawback here. So you have to be continuously using grenades to load your ammo. That's where he gets most of his damage.
Can you get headshots with the Omnibo?
Who is this stream to? No, you cannot. It's they fire projectiles just like most powers do. And powers connect to headshots. So this is your upgraded large death shield. Here's the fembot.
Yeah.
Will the bow aim like powers or guns on consoles?
It does aim like power. So when I have someone targeted, I lock onto them. And so as let's see if I can find an example here.
Does the Omnibo count as melee kills or projectile kills?
So once I lock on here, as I strafe, I lock onto them. Sorry, what's the last question?
Does it count as a melee kill or a projectile kill?
It counts as a... that's a good question. I believe it's melee? Have to double check that. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. The armor-piercing arrows do a ton of damage. So with this kit, you really don't have to use a gun. When I play him, I generally find I almost never fire my gun.
So Eric, getting some questions about whether or not there are any new hazard maps.
No, we have no new maps this pack.
Yeah, we put all the love and the time into the kits themselves to kind of make them the most fantastic ones we've done.
So he still does have the overcover grab. See some
Got a lot of
concussive arrows here.
This match.
Oh, I guess we should have switched the map and faction here.
So the comment was, yes, those are the most fantastic kits we've done until Eric nerfs them.
Does he have a
But I will say that
reputation?
the number of new powers per kit is actually more than any of the other previous DLC. So and Reckoning comes out tomorrow morning for those of you who are asking. And the number of characters in Reckoning is somewhere between 5 and 7.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, definitely somewhere between those.
That is accurate.
Concussive arrows has a chance to knock down enemies, even through shields. So, there you go, bye-bye Nemesis. So, and as you can see, they're being frozen here. That's because I had the chill upgrade on the arrows.
I'm also using Snap Freeze. So after the match, I'll be opening up my live stream as well for anyone who wants to see my perspective. And I'll be posting that in the chat afterwards.
Using my arms here a little bit more.
Bjorn, you got another request to say Shepherd.
Shepherd.
I don't know. I kind of want him to say stop whining.
I see, but no one is whining. It's all going very well.
Well, I can change that in a second if you want.
I see. Being a giant robot is pretty sweet.
So there's some questions about the Talon's heavy melee.
So his heavy melee is this omni bow. When I hold when you hold your heavy melee, you fire the bow. It allows him to, as you see, the beams will kind of center, and then you can fire all your arrows at the one target. And they are seeking arrows.
I think you just booted that guy off Bjorn. That's quite a looks.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. He just went flying.
Does his heavy melee count as grenades as well? Or count for grenades?
Only if you're using, not by itself, no. It's only when you load in your armor-piercing or concussive arrows will it use a grenade.
Does the hex shield protect from explosions?
No, it does not. Only direct weapon bullets or projectiles.
Are any of the new classes ultra rare?
One of them is... I won't say which one.
Eric, does the heavy melee get bonuses from power or melee amplifiers?
So the way it works is your powers, so armor-piercing arrows or concussive arrows get bonuses from powers, the power upgrades, and then the actual arrow damage itself gets bonuses from melee upgrades.
Cool.
So you do wanna, if you wanna maximize your bow, you do want to get both of those bonuses. Melee is preferable because probably somewhere between 50 to 75% of your damage comes from melee.
Oh.
So as you can see, I can lay them on the ground.
Oh god.
Okay, we'll wrap up this game and do another kit.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I don't think this Nemesis will be able to finish this off here.
She might. She might.
Not anymore.
Eric,
Yeah.
you mind just quickly saying something about repair matrix, since probably anyone who's watching my stream is going to be wondering about that?
Sure. Quickly, I saw a question. You can have 3 of these mines out. So yeah, if everyone wants to just die, we'll start a new match. So the Alliance infiltration unit, her new power is, so she has tactical cloak, variant of tactical cloak. She has the last bottom evolution is shotgun based instead of sniper. So she's really a close range infiltrator. That's how we designed her. She has snap freeze, And then her third power is Repair Matrix. Basically how that works, it's grenade based. You consume a grenade every time you use it, and it lasts about 15 or 20 seconds. And basically if you go down, your systems will repair you, and you'll get back up once per cast. On top of that, while it's active, it repairs your shields and gives you a bunch of different bonuses, like melee bonuses, movement speed bonuses. So it makes her extremely survivable. Alright, so
Eric,
I
you
will...
want to do the Vanguard for this one?
Sure, I'll do
Because
the
a lot of
Vanguard.
people want to see the Turian.
Okay.
So in terms of the release times, a couple questions about that. For Xbox, normally they do their weekly releases quite early in the morning, PST time. So it can be between 2 and 5 a.m. Pacific time. For PS3, they normally release theirs between noon and 3 Pacific time. And for PC, we control that. So we normally try to launch PC around noon Pacific time, if not sooner, but that's kind of what we promise. So yeah, for PS3 and for 360, it's kind of outside our control. Microsoft and Sony do things their own way, but usually that's when they do it.
All right, Eric, so do you want to tell us about your customizing of the kit here?
Sure. So this Vanguard, so instead of Biotic Charge, we give her a new ability, Poison Strike. This is, I mean, it's similar to Biotic Charge, but it doesn't go as far. You have a max range here, let's see, I have 16 meters. So I jump 16 meters ahead. I can teleport basically that distance. It goes through objects, goes through enemies, and anyone in between gets hit and takes direct biotic damage and poison damage over 8 seconds presently. So it's kind of a good AoE dot ability as well. You can use it just to move around the map quickly. Biotic Charge, you need to select an enemy to move, but this allows her to kind of teleport through walls at any time. She's got Nightshade Blades, which is a grenade-based power. It's similar to, it feels like ballistic blades. Shoots out of her gauntlets, and it will do heavy poison damage. Biotic Focus is a kind of a buff ability, similar to Adrenaline Rush. You turn it on, it lasts a certain amount of time, but it's got a short cooldown, so you can kind of keep this up all the time if you want. And it gives you a bunch of bonuses like movement speed, melee damage, damage reduction, damage taken reduced, rather. Let's see here. Let's go for a melee build. And then what's nice, this top upgrade, it's a really popular one in the office, regenerates your barrier every time you use it, and then gives you kind of a damage gate window. And then the bottom one is just kind of more general purpose buffs.
Hey, Eric, do the poison damages stack?
Yes, all poison damage stacks. So, and then on top of this, she's got kind of poison built into most of her powers in her melee. 30% of her melee damage is applied as poison damage. So she's got higher melee damage than most kits, but you know, 30% of this is spread out over time.
Now, is Poison Strike a tech or biotic power?
It's biotic.
So she's really a finesse kit. Like a lot of the
is.
players who have been out there playing for a while we think will really like her because it kind of takes another level of skill to execute on really well.
Yeah, I'm not the best in the office actually with her, so see how well I do. Kind of a strange build here. Wasn't thinking, but we'll go with that. And then, like most Turians, she's got, you know, good weapon stability bonuses, weapon damage, higher weapon damage than most kits.
Hey, Eric, does poison damage affect the Geth?
Yes. Think of it as not so much poison has corrosive acid or something, something like that. What am I looking for here? Doesn't look like I have the Lancer.
No, I think I'm the only one with the Lancer.
Okay. I was going to use the Lancer, but maybe I will use the new Blood Pack SMG, which I really like.
It's a good fit for her.
And yes, she can dodge. She's very agile. A lot of questions about her agility. She's all over the place. And yeah, this is the last multiplayer DLC.
And just a reminder that this pack will be available at no additional cost, just like our previous multiplayer packs.
Bjorn is finding something pretty funny.
Sorry. Talking with somebody else.
Is the Lancer rare or ultra rare?
The Lancer is an ultra rare weapon. Actually, I'm gonna put on. Here's the new one of our new mods: increased power damage. It's an extra mod on your guns for the power builds. The pistols and SMGs have that. So, not sure what I want here. Let's use a gas scanner.
Bjorn, the community would like to know why you're not talking.
I don't know. Eric was talking. Rude.
You just need to fill all the silence, Bjorn.
Yeah, he's too busy giggling.
Let's do shields because I'm probably going to get wrecked here. I haven't played her in a little bit.
Venom's an ultra rare as well, by the way.
Yes. Spitfire's an ultra rare. And the Blood Pack SMG. The rest are rare.
Well, yeah, we should have changed map.
Oh,
and
right.
enemy.
Someone's got to remind me next time.
All right. The Frozen.
Alright, let's use a weapon I've never used before.
So, as you can see, the Geth Scanner, it doesn't give me any of the damage bonuses of Geth Hunter Vision, or Hunter Mode, but I can see through walls.
So regarding the rarity of the characters themselves, people are asking about how many ultra rares. Well, there's only one ultra rare character. The rest, I believe, are actually rares. So, yeah, I mean, there's lots of rares in the pack. There's also only two of the weapons, I believe, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, are ultra rares.
Sorry?
Only two of the weapons are ultra rares?
No, 4 of them actually.
Okay, but there's only one ultra rare character.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this gun.
Which gun are you using?
Silencer. Or a suppressor, rather.
I really like that gun.
Any tips on it?
Shoot him in the head. It does
Accidentally dodging here.
It does pretty low damage, but it has a much higher headshot multiplier than any other gun. So you need to shoot them in the head to get a real result out of it.
Fair Eric, how many enemies can you hit with poison charge?
Up to 3. So you can get the poison damage quite high if you min-max for power damage. I went for kind of a more melee-based build.
What's the heavy melee look like for the
So
terrain?
the heavy melee is kind of a teleport strike.
Is there visual feedback if the enemy is hit with poison strike?
Yes. So you'll see kind of a green effect on them when they're poisoned.
Does poison detonate with biotic? explosion?
So Poison Strike, no, it doesn't, the poison effect itself doesn't set up any combos, but Poison Strike will detonate biotic effects. And here's her, that is her ballistic, or Nightshade Blades. And I've been using biotic focus. Whenever I'm in a bind, I took the upgrade that gives me that damage gate, which is really nice, especially because her Poison Strike doesn't give her the survivability options that Biotic Charge does, so it's nice to take that Biotic Focus upgrade if you want that damage gate.
That hammer is awesome.
So yeah, as I showed earlier, she's got the teleport, similar to the Fury and the Slayer. Hers are even faster. She is really all about mobility. And being able to Poison Strike, it gives her probably the best mobility of any kit.
And she's got standard dodge rolls, right?
She's got her rolls. She doesn't have rolls. She's got the teleport evades.
Right. Yep. Still evades though, which is kind of new for a terrain.
Now, Eric, are there any new enemies being added in this pack?
No, no new enemies. Uh-oh. Krogan got caught.
Sorry, I got this tank.
You would be avenged.
I just expect full melee damage for stabbing dudes.
And her evades do not take down her shield, correct?
They do slowly drain her shields, just like the Slayer and the Fury.
Right.
It's not much, really. They're pretty generous. So yeah, she also has it's not shown when she's not meleeing, but she's got these poison vials on her gauntlets, and that's where all her poison comes from. And when she melees, she's got these claws that come out of her wrists.
It's a bad place to be, Eric.
Yeah, I'm good.
Taking all this, so.
Uh-oh.
So I'm seeing a couple questions asking if there are going to be more multiplayer operations, and yes, there are some more operations coming.
Need some grenades.
Bjorn, can you please say assuming direct control?
Assuming direct control. This hurts. I don't feel this.
Alright, let's wrap this game up. We'll try new kits.
Sure.
I have to say thank you, fans. I've been wanting him to say that for months. I have an Atlas that just doesn't want to kill me.
So, from the last, I think we have time for one more. I will
Yep,
probably
one more.
play the Krogan.
So Eric, the question came in, which one is your favorite new kit?
My favorite is the Geth. Just
The
something
correct answer.
something really satisfying about playing a giant robot. And yeah, being able to not get sync killed and to actually sync other enemies like phantoms, it's really satisfying. Yeah, but I mean, I obviously really like all the kits. Try to make each kit very unique.
We got to see some of the evades on the infiltration unit, which is pretty cool.
Alright, so last match. Okay, this time I will remember to change. Let's play Geth. Condor? No, let's not play Condor.
But why not, Eric?
Platinum Condor?
Yes, that's
play
not
Platinum
supposed to be
Condor.
fun.
Let's see here. Well, I am going to be the Krogan, so how about Glacier?
Sure.
Any objections? Or
No, I have no problem with that.
No.
Yeah.
So the Krogan, he's got tech armor. Typical, nothing new with tech armor. Similar to the Engineer, he's got two buff powers for his hammer, biotic hammer and electrical hammer. You can have one active at a time. These don't use grenades. Biotic hammer is heavy single target damage. So when you want to just destroy armor or barriers, or just about anything. But you only get a single charge unless you upgrade it. So you hit once with your heavy melee and you'll expend that charge. The electrical hammer gives you 2 charges up base and you can upgrade it to 4. So you get slightly more charges. And this one's based around anti-shield damage, crowd control, and area effect. You can get extra armor damage if you want by taking the fire upgrade. So
Now, Eric, are all the characters going to be available day and date with the pack?
that's right. Yeah, they'll all be unlocked day 1. On top of this, the Krogan Warlord has a unique rage mechanic. He's got true health regeneration. So he's got normal health regeneration, and then once he goes into rage mode, he gets an enhanced health regeneration, which makes him very difficult to kill. On top of that, he's got slightly better rage mechanics. He only needs to kill within 2 enemies within 45 seconds, and if you upgrade it, you can get down to a single enemy killed within 45 seconds to stay in rage.
Can he be staggered?
He can, but it's very low, like most other Krogans. I can't remember exactly if he's the same as other Krogans, but certainly not worse. I'm gonna max my biotic hammer. Hurry up here, we're running out of time. And now we'll use the venom.
So can the hammer only hit one enemy at a time?
So the hammer can hit 2 targets if they're really close together, but generally it's 1 target. That's for your heavy melee. If you put tech armor on it, though, sorry,
hammer.
the tech electrical hammer, it has a huge area of effect impact. So let's take.
Do the hammers detonate combos?
Yes, they do. Your biotic will detonate. I believe both of them will detonate all combos. Or sorry, biotic will detonate the biotic one and all other combos. The electrical will detonate tech combos. Alright. Looks like Brian is going to play a Volus with the Batarian Gauntlet.
Of course.
I've actually never played the Volus Vanguard, so this will be interesting.
I'll make sure to follow him, and we'll be the brawling super force.
Yeah.
Brawling brawlers of awesome.
So someone just asked if BioWare is actually reading this chat. The answer is yes. We are reading.
We are. So, now this guy cannot take cover. He is simply too big, which is one of the reasons we gave him increased health regeneration and defensive mechanics.
Do you want to have a quick look at the Volus and his heavy melee?
Right.
Oh my god, he's
Brian, you want to
Volus,
come
get
over
back
here? Let's see here.
There's a child running around.
So some people are asking about the infiltration unit as well. I'll just show them real quick while I'm standing in front of this. So her light melee is like these spin kicks. Her heavy melee is this quick like uppercut. It's got quite a lot of force on it too, so she can kind of launch people with it. Yeah.
Sure, the flips.
So she has these. Oh yeah. So her front flip, back evader. So that's her forward and back evades. And then her side evades are the normal, like, phantom evades.
Mm-hmm. So this Krogan's hammer is very satisfying to use.
I'm trying to pull off at least one defeat.
So if you storm in melee with this Krogan, you will get the normal Krogan melee. His heavy melee is the ground smash, and then he's got a 3-hit combo chain, or light melee chain, and on the 3rd hit of his light melee chain, he will expend a charge on his hammer. There's 2 ways to expend charges. The heavy melee and the light melee.
A lot of questions about Blasto for some reason. If you really like Blasto, you might want to pay attention to the Citadel. That's all I can say.
Way to go, Mike.
That's what I do.
Let the speculation be fueled.
Yeah, we couldn't do Blasto. He's a fictional character. It wouldn't make any sense.
That's right. And this is real life. This is not real.
Yeah. You can't prove this won't happen.
And the answer is the same. So the hammer damage takes, like the hammer itself takes melee damage bonuses, and the power portion of it takes power damage bonuses.
That's right.
So if you want to maximize them, you'll want both.
Mm-hmm. It's the same rules as with the engineer.
Half the devices have gone dark. Stay on it.
Thank you for the hate, sir.
Question regarding challenges. Yes, there's going to be new challenges, definitely supporting the MP5 content. And by MP5, I mean Reckoning.
Yeah, that's good call. I know. I always call it MP5.
Question, wondering if there's going to be two banners as well.
I'm pretty sure there is, yeah.
Find them and disable them. Objective completed.
A lot of questions about the Lancer. Eric, can you at least describe basically how the Lancer works?
So the Lancer, it feels like a more powerful Avenger, but it has a recharge mechanic, similar to the Prothean or Collector weapons. So you never need ammo, you just let it regenerate, so it's kind of like the Mass Effect 1 style weapons. It's got more kick, I believe, than the Avenger as well. And it will be the lightest of all the ultra-rare assault rifles. We kind of designed it to be more of a caster, ultra-rare assault rifle.
Does the Batarian Gauntlet affect the hammer?
So the way the Batarian Gauntlet works is anyone using it will have their heavy melee changed to the Batarian Punch. So if the Krogan equips it, his heavy melee will no longer be the slam, it will be the Batarian Gauntlet Punch, but he will keep his light melee chain and his storm melee. So same thing with the engineer. He won't have his heavy melee omni-bow attack. So it won't be ideal for some kits that depend heavily on a specific melee. But it's for those kits that, you know, want a different melee experience. Maybe you like the kit, maybe you love the kit but you don't love the melee, so here's your chance to get, I think, what was one of our more popular heavy melee moves.
A lot of people asking about which of these characters is ultra rare. Really, at this point, your body is not ready to hear that information.
I think if the community believes strongly enough, maybe they will be ready, but
Outstanding work.
they just have to believe a little bit stronger.
Regrouping.
It's actually a life-size model of Eric.
with,
right.
with Bjorn's voice as VO.
Yeah, I can hear the voice.
I'm looking for a Geth Prime here so I can show off my light chain, my light melee chain.
One up.
Oh, 2 Geth Primes, eh? Let's get that on. My kit's heavy melees are so strong that actually very few enemies will survive till the third hit in the melee chain. So as you can see, his rage mechanic and his health regeneration allow him to survive really well where other Krogans wouldn't be able to. but he still has the weakness of being able to be sync killed. So I think that's it. We'll wrap up this match. Everyone can die and return to the lobby. I don't know if I'll be able to die.
Deafening awesomeness.
Oh yeah, there's nothing here that can sync you either, eh?
No, we're playing death. But, you know, they can see now that the reduced stagger on the primes.
Pride.
Mission aborted. Let's go.
Ah. All right, well, we sure like to thank everyone for joining us today, and we hope that you enjoyed this early preview of Mass Effect 3 Reckoning. Just a reminder that it will be available for download tomorrow at no additional cost on PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. We'd also like to thank the multiplayer team for taking some time out of their schedules to come play the demo and do some impromptu voice acting. So before we go, is there anything left from the team? Anything you guys want to add?
No, hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll just see the feedback tomorrow.
It's been a pleasure showing off the content.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we are out of time, my friends.
Okay. See you
All right.
guys later.
Thank you all very much.